Hi and welcome to my vlog for Seminar 4. The exercise I've chosen is the lateral hurdle skip. So here's me performing the lateral hurdle skip. I've done it from two views, the front and the side. So it gives us a bigger picture of how the movement works. Also allows me to critique my own performance, which we'll talk about later. The aim of this vlog will be to go through the coaching points of this exercise, assess my own performance and any points that could be corrected, and also to look at the athletic performance and how it can be related to sprinting in particular. So I've jotted down some of the coaching points to perform the lateral hurdle skip. I'll now talk through these as the movement is actually going on. So start position, the feet hip width apart and toes pointing straight ahead, the pressure on the ball of the foot. Simultaneous flexion at the hip and knee of the lead leg, driving the heel up towards the butt to bring the leg in a lateral movement over the first hurdle. Maintaining dorsiflexion at the top of the movement and throughout. Drive off the ball of the foot on the trailing leg, extending the hips, and push body vertically and laterally. Extend lead leg down over hurdle. Flex the trailing leg at hip and knee joint and adduct over the hurdle. Extend the trailing leg down over hurdle and move body laterally. Continue the movement pattern to repeat exercise over remaining hurdles. The arms are to move contralateral to the legs throughout the movement. The benefits of the lateral hurdle skip that we find is the range of motion at the hip that's required to perform the exercise, coordination, the core stability, engaging the core to stay upright, and the balance. One thing that I wanted to point out that you'll see from this still here is I commented on the fact that the dorsiflexion is important, but what I tend to do when I analyse myself was I hook my foot round a little bit. Now this might be because I'm conscious of hitting the hurdle, although as you can see in the video I've actually got quite a lot of room for error. So I tend to hook that round. That's quite a common trait that we found with the lads. I do it more so with my right foot than I do with my left, but it's something that I'm trying to eradicate from my movement. I feel my knee drive's quite good. This can be seen from the sideways view also. And the contralateral movement of my arms is quite clear. I get good extension through the hip and I look up. That's one thing that we find when we work with the lads to start with, is that they tend to look at the floor and their arms are all over the shop. This is just singles out the dorsiflexion in the foot as I'm driving up. And once again, you can see how much room I've got to clear, which I obviously don't realise. So I think most people recognise this guy and can understand why I've used him as a model for his technique. I've tried to adapt to the photo that a screenshot and trying to put it in the position so that I can relate it to the Usain Bolt's movement when he accelerates off the blocks. I've put a little line in there as well. And no way am I ever going to be anything like him, but you can kind of see that the movement pattern through the lateral hurdle skip has similarities to a sprinter bursting off the blocks. So this is an exercise that we use quite regularly in my workplace with a wide variety of age groups. Obviously ensuring the hurdle height is correct to each individual athlete. I think the coordination aspect of this is huge, and the athletes who don't move brilliantly kind of pick it up quite quickly, get used to moving their arms and their legs contralaterally, get them looking up so they're not staring at the floor, and they can pick up the movements relatively quickly. So in summary, the lateral hurdle skip is definitely something I would recommend trying to implement in a training program. I feel it's really good for young athletes, but also for experienced athletes, just to increase the movement pattern, and something I would highly recommend putting in a program. Thank you.